The new Whirlpool W collection with Sixth Sense technology that fully guides you to achieve perfect results. Whirlpool, sensing the difference.
Welcome back. Now, with lockdown extending, that banana bread isn't going to make itself, you know. Huh?
But if you've overdosed on bread and still have bananas in the kitchen waiting to be used, Krissy Gibson from Take the Cake has another option for you.
Good
as
morning.
we are seeing here. Krissy,
Morning,
good morning
Krissy.
to you.
Good morning. I'm sick of banana bread.
Are you?
Aren't you?
We're over it.
Yeah.
I saw someone posting the other day their versions of banana bread between March last year and this year. So last March was beautiful, and now it's just a banana in a slice of bread.
Oh, I saw that given to the kid.
Yeah.
Well, this is something a bit different to do with your bananas. And if you're maxed out on banana bread like I am, it's a good thing to keep in mind because it's actually even simpler. Okay, so this isn't exactly a banana pancake. This is actually a West African recipe.
Wow.
And it's fried. Okay, we don't do it in a little bit of butter on a frying pan. We do it with a lot of oil.
Yeah.
And it's more like a donut or a beignet.
A beignet.
Yeah, you know, little civilized dollops of batter. Now, these are
Gorgeous.
they're gorgeous. They're often eaten with maple syrup, or I've even heard of them being eaten. I've never tried this now with hot sauce.
I was just going to say a chocolate sauce, maybe.
Hey, hot sauce, I've heard.
Hot
You
sauce.
mean-
But they're really good with maple syrup. They're good for breakfast with some bacon. We start with 260 grams of self-raising flour.
Okay.
And to that, we add 75 grams of sugar. Okay, we're just gonna give that a quick mix. I did mention this is easy. You're gonna be very surprised at just how easy it is. This is 3 eggs. Okay, it's kind of like a pancake mix, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, it's like
And
a
then
batter.
about a cup of milk. So let's say 240 grams. Okay, you can whisk this, or if you have one of these hand blenders, you can use one of these.
Can I ask a stupid question?
It probably isn't stupid, but go ahead.
But will there be a gluten-free version? Could you do these with flour? Because I know that one of the things that my celiac son misses most of all
Yeah.
is donuts.
Oh,
And
bless.
we've looked and tried to find that perfect donut recipe with a gluten-free flour.
Well, if I try to give you a really intelligent answer, I'll be speaking out of turn because
Oh.
I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of gluten-free flours,
Yeah.
although I know that coconut flour usually does very well.
Oh, okay.
And I personally love buckwheat flour.
Really?
I would try buckwheat flour first.
Okay,
I
good,
can tell you this, though, about buckwheat flour.
Yes.
It gets dry.
Yeah.
So make sure that if you do substitute self-raising flour with buckwheat flour in this, you don't scrimp on the milk or the banana.
Get lots of wet ingredients in there. Yeah. Okay.
And also let it sit. We're going to talk about that in just a minute, but we're going to be adding now some banana, about 6 of them. Okay.
Wow, okay.
And you could also add baking powder to this if you wanted it to make them even puffier.
Puff up a bit bigger,
Yeah. So I've added 6 mashed bananas, and after we get this all mixed in, we're going to let the raising ingredients, the raising agents of the self-raising flour, to do their work. We're going to let this sit for a half an hour.
So
Okay.
you're almost letting them prove, really, are you, Krissy?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. You know how when you make pancakes and you get those little holes
the
in
air
the
pockets, yeah.
and that's how you know they're ready to be
That's
flipped.
right, yeah.
Well, that happens with these as well. So when you use
How long
really
would you let it sit for then, Krissy? Before
half an hour.
Half an hour.
Okay, at least. And if you let it sit longer than that, that's fine. Just don't start using it
Too soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got here a pan filled
swimming
with
pool.
Plenty of oil. I know. Well, the thing is that if you use a shallow pan, and you can do this with a little oil.
Yeah.
Just be aware that what'll happen is you'll have flatter fritters.
Yeah.
Okay. Banana fritters can really be any shape that you make them. I personally like them to be the shape of a beignet, sort of round like the ones I gave you guys.
I mean, who wants a flatter fritter?
Okay.
You might as well
quickly.
make pancakes, right?
So for those who don't know, like me, what a beignet is, it looks like that.
A beignet does. And it kind of has a tail on it, too. It looks like it's been swimming.
Okay.
But yeah, so these are not maybe your typical fritter. You might be familiar with a fritter that's just a slice of banana
Yeah.
in batter and then fried, or maybe
That's what
a
I thought
slice
it
of
was in
apple.
So how long should those take to cook then? Is it just
Not
a couple
long at
of
all.
minutes?
Get yourself a pair of tongs or a couple of forks and give them a
right.
flip after, say, a minute.
That's it.
Okay?
You can see them literally cooking in front of our eyes.
that's
They're almost
it.
done.
They don't take long at all. But this isn't like the fritter where, you know, it's not like a slice of apple that you bread
Could you do
and
them,
fry.
Krissy, in, you know, the traditional sort of deep fat fryer, you know, the basket?
That's even better because you've
is
probably
it?
got more oil in there. Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
see how I sort of put a lot of oil in my pan?
Yeah.
I did that because I'm trying to
You're trying to recreate that
yes.
deep fat.
The more oil, the sort of fuller your shape will be. Look at these down here at the bottom of my plate.
Yeah.
These were made in a pan with less oil. Do you see how they're flatter?
That's a flatter fritter.
And it's a flatter fritter. So, so
Like a hockey puck.
that's the difference. Okay, you use less oil, you'll have a different shape. So these have actually cooked long enough. So I'm going to take them out now.
Gorgeous. Look
And
at that.
yeah, and
They do puff up.
if you have a
nice
small
size,
family, you can have the recipe. Okay, you might find you've got actually too much batter.
Right.
I've got a big family, so I don't have anything.
Yeah.
So with your recipe, the ingredients and measurements, how many are we making?
Oh.
A lot?
A couple dozen at least.
Wow, okay.
Maybe even
Right.
3 dozen.
Wow.
But I'm the type of, I'll just sit there and eat them.
Yeah, well, listen.
They
Because there's
disappear.
nothing worse than if you go,
They
oh, look, I made
disappear.
8,
So
and that's
when they
lovely, and
come
then you
out-
finish them, and then you
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
we'll make another batch.
It happens. They just keep going.
Yeah.
I did this in the bakery the other day with the ladies, and they just kept rolling their eyes at me because, you know, I was like, no, keep going, keep going. So here you go. I've topped them off with some icing sugar. If you'd like to serve them with a bit of maple syrup or bacon.
Yeah, you said a hot sauce. What's the hot sauce? Then
So I've heard that in New Orleans.
As in like a spicy hot sauce.
I don't, but I've heard.
that's not right.
In New
Habanero.
Orleans, they put some interesting flavors together.
Krissy, what are you noticing is the new banana bread, the new baking trend of lockdown? Has it changed, or are we still, as people still doing their sourdoughs and their banana breads? Or
Apparently, it's sourdough mixture.
Still baking?
really?
Yes.
Sourdough is king.
My mother is making the best Guinness bread.
Really?
Guinness brown bread.
Does she do
Absolutely
deliveries?
delicious.
Exactly.
To your house, I'll bring you in some.
You're
That's
a
I
gent.
think
live
that's
it all
the
that
right
way.
answer, Aiden.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Krissy,
So try those.
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
Now, you need to leave them cool, right?
Yeah, because
Well,
He
yeah,
burned
but
the
yours have been
fingers
cool
off
in a
himself
couple of
before we
minutes.
came back on.
You don't want to burn yourself.
oh man,
How do you like it?
Oh,
oh man.
what are the words to describe that? Wow.
Isn't that good?
Oh, the hit off that is that's so sweet.
But do you see how you can just keep
Just
going
keep
on
going?
those?
Yeah, no,
Next thing
I-
you know, you've eaten 10.
There's no way I could eat more than 15, 16.
And that shape, I think
No
the thicker
way.
the better. You get a nice big bite off them.
I agree.
Nice
Oh,
bit of
the
banana.
banana are
Krissy,
good.
gorgeous, amazing.
I'm glad you like them.
Thank you, Krissy.
Thanks, guys.
Would you read that while I swallow this banana?
You
first?
swallow away. Full recipe details are up on our website, or as ever, do check out takethecake.ie for more of Krissy's recipes, and indeed stock us. You good?
Up next, get your guessing hats on, as we have teddy bear, giraffes, little chick, puppy, and astronaut. But who's the secret star? See you for that very soon.
The new Whirlpool W collection with Sixth Sense technology that fully guides you to achieve perfect results. Whirlpool, sensing the difference.